Inside Gareth Southgate's decision to quit as England boss after Euro 2024 loss. Gareth Southgate has stepped down as England manager following their 2-1 defeat to Spain in the final of Euro 2024, despite the Football Association wanting him to stay on. Albeit briefly, there was a theory that Gareth Southgate might stay on after all. Let's not forget this was the manager who had led England to their first ever major final on foreign soil, and the Football Association were desperate for him to remain in charge. And then came the fallout. You would have to have been marooned on Mars to have avoided it. The anger, bile and disappointment in the wake of England's defeat in the Euros final. There was no way back. Southgate had insisted he was going to talk things through with his family on Monday night, as he was in no mood to make a snap decision. By 11 a.m. on Tuesday, the farewell statements were issued. Never mind that Southgate, in his 8 years in charge, had gone to the latter stages of more tournaments than Sir Bobby Robson, Terry Venables and Glenn Hoddle combined. Or that Southgate had won 9 knockout games during his tenure when England had won a grand total of 7 in their previous years. England expects. And that is why they call it the impossible job. No manager since Sir Alf Ramsey has come closer to ending 58 years of hurt than Southgate. England's men have won just one major trophy, the 1966 World Cup at Wembley, and yet they were expected to play Spain off the park, win it in style and then lift the World Cup in 2 years' time. Instead, Southgate was accused of being overcautious, restricting world-class talents like Jude Bellingham, Harry Kane and Phil Foden, and holding England back. Holding them back. They have quickly forgotten the failures of the golden generation when Sven-Göran Eriksson could not get past the quarter-final stage with Wayne Rooney, Frank Lampard, Gary Neville, Steven Gerrard, John Terry and Rio Ferdinand. The players who flopped in major tournaments in the 1970s, 80s and 90s are the same ones who are now on TV slamming Southgate. This has been a golden era for England under Southgate, but, in reality, Southgate should have gone after Qatar. That was in his head. It turned sour after Hungary in the Nations League at Molino. He nearly announced in the autumn of 2022 he was going after the World Cup, and changed his mind. He then did soul-searching after Qatar, thought about going and then decided to stay. Looking at his body language in Germany, he was every bit as tired and exhausted as some of his players in the Euros. Just look at the season Declan Rice has had. Was he at his best? Of course not. He was shattered. The same goes for Southgate, who had reached the end of his tether. Going into the tournament, those around the camp felt he was going come what may. Then the conversation was that if he won it, he might yet stay on and oversee the World Cup. That proved to be hypothetical in the end. But I think he would have quit even if they had won the Euros. Or, put another way, especially if they had won the Euros. What a chance to say, thanks, we did it, and now 2 fingers up to you lot. The England job is so tough and unforgiving. Even in his departure, Southgate showed class by singling out the England fans. Some of them have pilloried him, others have chucked beer cups, and yet, ultimately, we are all them. Including Southgate. Southgate said in his statement, "We have the best fans in the world, and their support has meant the world to me. I'm an England fan and I always will be. I look forward to watching and celebrating as the players go on to create more special memories and to connect and inspire the nation as we know they can." Southgate has done a remarkable job in his 102 games in charge. Summed up in his statement as he bid his farewells. He added, "I have had the privilege of leading a large group of players in 102 games. Every one of them has been proud to wear the 3 lions on their shirts, and they have been a credit to their country in so many ways. The squad we took to Germany is full of exciting young talent and they can win the trophy we all dream of. I am so proud of them, and I hope we get behind the players and the team at St George's Park and the FA, who strive every day to improve English football, and understand the power football has to drive positive change." Thanks for watching this video. If you like this, don't forget like and subscribe this channel. Goodbye.